There is a term used very often in texts about reflective practice, and that term is reflexivity. Reflexivity for teachers means not only engaging both in a personal reflection, but also engaging with wider discussions about teaching and learning. And so what's very good for us to consider are what skills we're actually talking about when we use this word reflexivity. The first skill we can talk about is self-awareness. Self-awareness is very much about your own thinking and your own feeling, about how you sense the world, how you intuit what is going on, and very much helps to develop your understanding of what goes on in the classroom and how teaching and learning affects the students. Another skill underpinning reflexivity is, of course, reflection. This is very much a process of learning and evaluating from what is going on around us. This can be day to day, it can be week to week, it can even be career long. And of course, the third component underpinning reflexivity is critical thinking. Critical thinking has its roots in critical theory and is very much about the teacher identifying and challenging their assumptions about learning, challenging the importance of the context in which teaching takes place, and thinking through how their teaching impacts on learning and the alternatives which are open to them in terms of how they approach their work in the classroom. So we can put these three things together and see reflexivity as being made up of self-awareness, this understanding of self, reflection, which is ongoing activity, career-long potentially, and critical thinking, which is very much based in an understanding that critical practice is not superficial at all. So where reflexivity becomes more of an introspection, we can look at reflexivity from some very specific perspectives. One perspective is in terms of hyper-reflexivity. This is about the teacher deconstructing what they're doing, deconstructing their teaching in very fine detail, hyper-reflexivity. We can also think of systematic reflexivity. This is looking at the assumptions and beliefs that underpin the teaching practice. And we can also think of epistemic reflexivity. This is exploring the deeper beliefs about teaching that the teacher holds. And where these three aspects of reflexivity come together, then we get very deep thinking about what is going on, and therefore good practice from extensive and thorough critical reflection. Consequently, we have to see that reflexivity is not a one-time thing. It's very much based in day-to-day experience and practice.